Last one's out from 2016 is a zombie-infected horror outing from Africa, the very first zombie film to actually come out of South Africa. And for a low-budget and somewhat censor-restricted nation, it turns out to be one worth checking out. This is writer-director Howard Fyvie's first full feature, having made 4 other short films over the course of the last 10 years. Clearly influenced by the likes of George A. Romero and borrowing from the more modern 28 Days Later, with again a flavour of the classic The Day of the Triffids. Director Fyvie opens his movie with an American tourist waking up in a South African hospital to soon discover that all is not well, as the country has been overcome by a horrifying epidemic. This Central American character, named Henry, visits South Africa with his girlfriend, ends up hospitalised to remove his appendix, and wakes up to a near-abandoned hospital without yet having had his operation. And on top of that, he has to quickly adapt to the realisation that a zombie uprising is taking place. 2 hospital staff members return to help Henry out, but fighting off crazed, infected, undead patients, people and deadite doctors on call is not as immediately fraught as is the emergency need to remove the stricken Henry of his appendix. Time for come to the aid nurse to perform a crude cut and remove knife and staple procedure using a pool table to operate upon. No time for rest and recovery as Henry and his new friends hotwire a vehicle to get away from the now growing mass of infected, fresh and flesh-hungry fiends descending upon the hospital. Last One's Out is a solid survival tale in a world turned upside down by a ravenous virus outbreak which kills and then brings the dead back to life. Henry and surviving new companions must get to a private airstrip where he has learnt his girlfriend and others are making their way there in convoy themselves. The only problem is that there is not room for everyone on the plane. It's a race against time and fast-moving zombies as nighttime falls. Who can survive and who can make it onto the plane? Pretty exciting stuff as the movie plays out, and Last One's Out rewards its viewers pretty well, proving to be a good zombie drama, although giving up very little in the gore department and not lingering at all on the attacks that do come. That said, for a first foray into the zombie horror genre, this South African release is clearly aimed at a more general audience outside that of its own country, delivering a bold 5 out of 10 view, well shot and decently realised. Last One's Out surely won't now be the last zombie horror out of Africa. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Buckaroobanzai is pure nutty fun.
Okay.